everybody, Kathy Tooley with Tools for Success CEO. Hey, I want to talk about a topic that is pretty near and dear to my heart, and that is how do we engage our families in our schools? How do we get our parents more involved in our schools? Now, some of you are going to listen to this video and think, who says we want them involved? I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. I'm going to just pretend you didn't say that. Because engaged parents make for a more successful school, and it makes for the learning environment best for everyone. So I want to show you a couple of statistics that I came across that I found are interesting. Not surprisingly, participation was greater for parents with K through 8 students for those in high school. Parents attending a PTA and PTO in K through 8 was 92%. Got to a high school, 38%. Parents that were willing to volunteer in an elementary school, 72%. In a high school, it drops more than half to 71%. Couple of other statistics. 78% of parents attended a parent-teacher conferences. 74% of parents attended a class or a school event. 65% participated in school fundraising, even if that meant writing a check to be done with it. 86% said they'd received information about the parent's expected role. 46% volunteer. 89% of those interviews said that they had attended at least one school or PTO function. So, if we all believe that parents should be involved in our schools, but they're not, why? And I think parental involvement in schools is critical to the success of students. So years ago, there was a survey done asking parents why they didn't come to their school's student event. And they said 5 little reasons why. Number 1, the event's too long. Just like students, their attention span and the demands on them as a parent cannot handle a 2-hour parent meeting, even though you have information. They would rather have 2 one-hour parent meetings than 1 2-hour meeting. They simply don't have the time. So we have to shorten our parent meetings. Having done many very involved parent meetings, I found the sweet spot was 45 minutes and give them 5 minutes for question and answers. Number 2, they felt intimidated by the faculty or the staff. I'm embarrassed to say this, but it's so true. I remember attending as a parent. Remember, by the time my kids started to be in high school, I had been in a high school for many, many years as a teacher and as an administrator, and I knew graduation requirements. And I will never forget attending when our oldest daughter was starting as a freshman in college. And that counselor lectured for the better part of 2 hours about the various graduation rates or various graduation diplomas and all the requirements for graduation and how many math and what English courses. And I remember watching parents as the terror came across parents' eyes. Because parents want the best for their kids. They want the best for their kids. Because remember, the parents that are showing up to your meetings are the very involved parents. And when I left that meeting, my daughter's friends kept coming up to me, and I was like the Pied Piper. I'm not exaggerating you. Over 100 parents followed me to the local McDonald's where I broke it down in English terms. We pontificate as educators. We talk above people's heads. We throw out acronyms that they can't possibly understand nor need to know. And we do it in the name of education. They already know we're smart. We don't need to pontificate in order to show them. So that number 2 is they feel intimidated. And therefore, are you coming to a meeting where you're made to feel stupid? They're not going to. Number 3, teachers talk about content that parents don't understand. And we don't break it down in a friendly manner to explain it. We just say it as if it's true. We talk about an academic honors diploma or a Core 40 diploma or the requirements for graduation or an SAT and an ACT and a PSAT or the GPA and the academic honors things. And parents are sitting there thinking, the what? But no one wants to be that parent to raise their hand and say, what? And so we talk about things that they can't possibly understand. I used to teach my counselors, if you have a meeting with a parent and you throw out an acronym without a definition, you and I are going to talk after that meeting. Every administrator knows what a GPA is or what an attendance rates are or the SAT, PSAT, throw out every test you could give. But not every parent does. And we've got to do a better job of making sure they do. Because remember, it's their children. Number 4 is this. There are no refreshments. Really, if you feed them, they will come. I don't care if you have cookies and some water. You have asked a parent to go from work, beelining to school to get to your meeting and probably haven't eaten. Throw a cookie, throw a cracker and a cheese ball out there. Put something that says, I want you here. Would you invite people to your house tonight and not even so much as have a cheese ball or a cracker and expect them to sit through a meeting where they've just come to work for? Have something. Throw some Hershey's Kisses that you bought out of a bag. I don't care. But do something that says your being here matters. And the last one is this. People come because events just aren't fun. And I know what you're going to say. You know what? I'm an educator. It's not my job to make it fun. Parents should come because they just need to be here. Well, then don't get mad because they don't. Do a door prize. Play a game. Have anything that just kind of made it like, oh, that was kind of fun. Now, I know some of you are watching these videos. I know you are. I know who you are that are going, that ain't my job. I'm not making things fun. Then get somebody else on your team that likes doing that. Because people come to events, ready, that they are fun, that they're engaged in, that they feel valued, that they're fed, and they learn something. That's how you engage parents. It's that simple. If you want to know more tips and tricks for how to do this, don't forget to follow us. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like, share this video. And don't forget to hit that little bell so you can get future videos alerted to your phone or device. Thanks as always for coming and joining us, and thank you for doing what you do every day. Have a fantastic day.